It is homework for the Kebumen Regency government to map this area more thoroughly, sort out its valuable metal content and assess its economic feasibility for mining. Apart from that, the existence of Karangbolong's ancient volcanoes, if properly managed, can be a factor in increasing the attractiveness of tourist attractions here. Geopark Kebumen Central Java Indonesia Karangbolong, ancient volcano traces on the Kebumen coast. The warehouse is an exotic beach. Perhaps that is the what that will be sight when we walk along the coast of Kebumen Regency, Central Java. Why not? There are many beautiful beaches that can be found in the district, which has a coastline of 58 kilometers. If we start from the east while following the southern highway, which is still under construction and is more popular with the acronym JSS route, we will come across the lagoon and flat Lembu Purwo Beach. Moving slightly to the west, you will find the flat Bocor Beach, which is 40 feet with sand dunes. Here there are semi-permanent freshwater swimming pools which were deliberately created with the water coming from shallow wells drilled right on the shoreline. Moving further west, you will find Tegal Retno Beach, a virgin beach which is also flat and has a lagoon. Turning west again, we will meet Karanggadung Petanahan Beach, which is already popular. This beach is also a flat beach decorated with sand dunes. The sand dunes continue to stretch west until they approach Suwuk Beach. However, more exotic beaches can only be found when we arrive at Tanjung Karangbolong, an area of limestone hills that hangs down to the shoreline and presents a beautiful panoramic landscape. At the tip of the eastern headland is Suwuk Beach, a place where a number of rivers flow into the landscape, transitioning from plain to hilly height. From this neatly arranged beach, move west by crossing the Large Telomoyo River. Or drive your vehicle along the JSS route and maximize the vehicle's power because we will be going up a winding uphill road between the hills. At the first stop there is Karangbolong Beach. This beach has steep cliff and is popular for its seaside cafes where thousands of swallows nest. The seabirds have become an icon of Kebumen Regency, and in the past their bird nests, which are very high in protein, were periodically downloaded and marketed at very high prices, thus becoming a component of regional income. One of the cafes here is in the form of a short tunnel which gives the impression of being a large hole in the rock. This is where the name Karangbolong supposedly comes from. Moving again to the west, we will meet Pasir Beach, which occupies a small niche decorated with curved natural bridges right at the edge of the open sea. Creeping again to the west, we will meet two other indented beaches, namely Pecaron, Srati Beach and Karangbata Beach. Both beaches are lined with steep cliff, but if Pecaron Beach is made of fine sand with coral boulders of various sizes scattered here and there, then Karangbata Beach is only paved with black boulders the size of bricks. Just to the west of Karangbata Beach we will find Menganti Beach, the new favorite tourist attraction which is now being talked about everywhere. Different from the beaches mentioned above, Menganti Beach has white sand. Between Karangbata and Menganti beaches there is only a small cape called Tanjung Karangbata. If our vehicle continues to drive west along the road that goes up and down, we will see another indented beach, namely Pedalen Beach. From here, tighten your vehicle's brakes, because the road to the west continues to decline until it finally ends at the western edge of Tanjung Karangbolong, to an organized and quite popular tourist attraction, Logending Beach. Like Suwuk Beach, Logending Beach is where a river empties into a landscape that transitions from plain to hilly height. the beautiful beaches that stretch between Suwuk and Logending beaches are in the Tanjung Karangbolong area, which is the Karangbolong Karst area or Southern Gombong Karst area. Karst is an area with unique hydrological conditions as a result of rocks that dissolve easily, in this case limestone, and have well-developed secondary porosity. As a result, a karst area has several distinctive characteristics. Among them are having close basins, dry valleys in various sizes, very rarely having rivers on the ground surface, and on the contrary having underground drainage, rivers, and abundant caves. All these characteristics are found in Karangbolong Karst. The high rainfall and the large number of cracks that cut through the limestone have made the Karangbolong Karst colored by cone-like hills that are connected to each other with star-like depressions in between, a characteristic of Kegel rocks. There are at least 69 limestone caves in this area, 2 of which are quite popular and are mainstay tourist attractions in Kebumen Regency, namely Jati Jajar Cave and Petruk Cave. This does not include the caves on Karangbolong Beach, which are not limestone caves. A number of these caves are also flowed by strong underground rivers, and some of them have waterfalls in the caves. At a number of points, underground rivers emerge from the ground to become surface rivers. Even in the Surupan Cave, which is located to the west of Menganti Beach, the underground river water that has just come out of the cave immediately meets the steep cliff on the Soreline, becoming the unique Sawangan waterfall. Everything is truly an extraordinary natural panorama, a gift given from God. However, Karangbolong Karst is not only colored by limestone rocks. At certain points on the seashore, terrain rocks are found that are completely different. These rocks are black, dark, hard, and similar to the igneous rocks that we can find in volcanic areas as a result of solidifying lava. Apart from that, other terrain rocks were also found at other points. The rock looks like limestone but is strangely very rich in silica. Even limestone containing gold has been found. Silica and gold are basically special minerals that can normally only be found in igneous rocks. Meanwhile, in the middle of the limestone hills, you can find at least 3 terrain hills which are also composed of igneous rocks. So a bold conclusion emerges. Long ago in this area several volcanoes understood, of which now only remain as ancient volcanoes. These are the ancient volcanoes of Karangbolong. Traces of ancient volcanoes in Tanjung Karangbolong can be found in at least 7 locations. The first location is the most exotic location, namely at the tip of the Karangbata Cape on the east side of Menganti Beach. At the tip of this cape, black igneous rock is exposed which appears to be cracked and shows a panorama similar to stone pillars stacked on top of each other. From a number of patches of pillars that were scattered by the seawater, it was discovered that the pillars were blocks of stone. Geologically, these blocks of blackish rock are lava that solidifies slowly and undergoes fracturing, which continues to develop until it becomes igneous rock with columnar joints. This gradual cooling generally occurs when magma infiltrates to a certain depth as magmatic cracks, plate cracks, or volcanic necks. The second location is on Karangbata Beach, right on the east side of Cape Karangbata. All over this beach are scattered black brick-like rocks. Looking at its shape and the distance that is quite close to the outcrop of the column at the tip of the Karangbata Cape, it can be assumed that the boulders came from the column at the tip of the cape which was hit by the storm. The third location is on Karangbolong and Pasir beaches. Here lava breccia rocks are exposed. On the Karangbolong Beach, The lava breccia even experience erosion and continue to grow accompanied by collapse until it formed the Karangbolong Cave. This lava breccia is Oligocene in age or relief from 30 to 15 million years ago. The fourth location is located on the cliff east of Logending Beach. There are no visible traces of ancient volcanoes here. However, further investigation revealed that a number of rock outcrops that at first glance resemble reef limestone have actually undergone some replacement of their constituent minerals from calcium to silica. Minerals rocks are also found that should not be present in limestone but are commonly found in igneous rocks produced by volcanic activity, in the form of jasperoids, chalcedony and quartz crystals. Reef limestone which is rich in silica, jasperoids and chalcedony and quartz crystals is the product of the injection of relatively high temperature hydrothermal fluid, more than 600 degrees Celsius, originating from magma into the limestone. The introduction of hot, acidic fluid causes the calcium in the limestone to dissolve, replaced by colloidal silica. Over time, this colloid evaporates to form a gel and eventually solidifies as quartz and chalcedony crystals. From these 7 points, it can be said that the central volcanic facies environment is found at the tip of the Karangbata Cape and Karangbata Beach, as outcrops and chunks of columnar igneous rock, as well as on Poleng Hill, Gadung Hill and Arjuna Hill, as magmatic intrusions. Meanwhile, the distal volcanic facies environment is exposed as the Gabon Formation which covers half of Tanjung Karangbolong. So, there may be at least 4 ancient volcanoes in this area whose magma channels include Tanjung Karangbata, Poleng Hill, Gadung Hill and Arjuna Hill. The fifth location is located on Poleng Hill, 1 km east of Logending Beach toward the hills. The sixth location is on Gadung Hill, about 2 km southeast of Poleng Hill, and the seventh location is on Arjuna Hill, about 3 km north-northwest of Karangbolong Beach. The 3 hills are composed of andesite-type igneous rocks, which date back to around 17 million years ago. Apart from these 7 locations, traces of ancient volcanic activity are generally also found in parts of the Tanjung Karangbolong area as sedimentary rock units of the Gabon Formation. This formation is dominated by hot cloud deposits pyroclastics originating from the eruptions of ancient underwater volcanoes around 10 million years ago. Material from the eruption of ancient volcanoes flowed into deep trenches in the sea and then settled while being accompanied by underwater landslide processes. Later, the sedimentary trench filled with eruption material was slowly lifted until it became shallow seawater which allowed coral animals to grow, which produced limestone deposits above it. This limestone is the main component of Karangbolong Karst. It is homework for the Kebumen Regency government to map this area more thoroughly, sort out its valuable metal content and assess its economic feasibility for mining. Apart from that, the existence of Karangbolong's ancient volcanoes, if properly managed, can be a factor in increasing the attractiveness of tourist attractions here. Reference Materials, Hartono dan Bronto, 2007-2007, The Origins of the Formation of Mount Batur in the Wediombo Area, Gunung Kidul, Yogyakarta. Indonesian Geological Journal, Vol. 2 September 2007, page 143-158, Bronto, 2012, Mount Padang based on volcano geological views, paper in the Gunung Padang National Conference, National Archaeological Research Center, Suprapto, 2010, Limestone turned into gold ore, Geological News Magazine, Vol. 5 No December 4, 2010, p. 7 Bells, 21 Maskuri, 2003, Hydrothermal Alteration Study in Karangbolong Region, Kebumen Regency, Central Java, JIK Tekmin, Vol. 16, 2 Juli December 2nd 3rd, p. 6873 Supriyatna, T. Karst Formations, UPI Bandung. Ansori et al. 2010 Evaluation of the Potential and Conservation of the Iron Sand Mining Area on the South Coast Route in Purworejo, Kebumen Regency, Central Java, UPT Center for Information and Earth Conservation, Karangsambung, LIPI, Satyana, 2014, Java, Old Volcano Trail dan Modern Volcano Trail. Jagat Kebumen Explore Wild Adventurers, social media activists within the Kebumen District Government, Central Java, Indonesia. Hadi Hasan Rais.